Our lab is about how temperature affects solubility. By Kimlee, Dara, and Maggie.
The higher the temperature of the solvent, the quicker the solute will dissolve in H2O is our hypothesis. To do this lab, you need to follow the following procedure. Step 1. Get the materials you need, which are 6 beakers, 15 grams of salt for each procedure, water, cold and hot, and possibly a hot plate. Step 2. Pour 15 grams of sugar into the solution of the temperatures 1, 10, tap water, 30, and 70 degrees Celsius. Step 3. Time in each individual experiment. Step 4. Record data and conclude.
In this lab, the 150 milliliters of H2O and 15 grams of iodized salt stay constant throughout each experiment. In order to test if temperature affects the solubility of a solution, we did a series of tests of different temperatures of water. On the left side of our graph, you can see that is the temperature, which is the unchanging variable of this test. And on the bottom is how long it took for each test to dissolve the 15 grams of salt. In our first test, we used icy cold water, which it took 1 minute and 39 seconds for the salt to dissolve. In our second test, we used 10 degrees Celsius of the water, and it took 1 minute and 32 seconds for it to dissolve.
In our third test, we took tap water, which was at 21.7 degrees Celsius, and it took 1 minute and 26 seconds to dissolve. In our fourth test, our water was at 30 degrees Celsius, and it took 1 minute and 15 seconds to dissolve.
In our fifth test, the water was at 50 degrees Celsius, and it took 59.7 seconds to dissolve.
In our final test, our water was at 70 degrees, and it took 49 seconds to dissolve.
In conclusion, the time it takes for 15 grams of salt to dissolve decreases as the temperature increases. Because the hotter the solvent is, the more space there is between molecules to dissolve, the solute. So a hotter solution will dissolve more rapidly than a colder solution.